So amazingly, I've actually done 7,500 steps already. I've only been to the doctor's and then walked it around a bit because I didn't realise how long it was to the start of this path. So this is the path. We're going over there somewhere. I think it's about 2 miles, I'm not sure. There's some stuff over there. Alright, so yeah, I thought I'd do a fasted, walky, talky. I don't know, those names are crazy, aren't they? I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be a lot of noise because of the wind, where my hands are, stuff like that. But I thought I'd talk about what I'm doing when I'm fasted, what my goals are, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So at the moment it's very windy. So there's a car behind me. Oh, I can use my phone to see if there's a car behind me. This is what I normally wear, you know, some liqueur and stuff. So, yeah, gonna start off with no particular order. Well, I went to the doctor's today, I had an ECG done. My heart is 100% healthy, which is a bit weird, considering I'm still 288 or 287 pounds. Which, to me, if you've got a healthy heart at that weight, what are they going on about? You know, so maybe it's what I'm eating, maybe it's what I'm fasting. 83 days plus the last time I went. So, last time I went was a year ago, so in 83 days I've made my heart better somehow. But, also weighed myself. I had my trousers on, my socks on, my shirt on, my hat on. So it was an extra pound over. But I'm thinking that's because of all the clothes I had on. So the scale weight and my scale weight pretty much the same. Right. So they're pretty much the same weight, so that's good news. So at least I know I don't have to replace the scales. It's the batteries that cause me more concern. So the battery that I've had in it now is actually lasting a lot longer than the other 3 batteries. Could be because I've lost an extra £50. Well, I'm sure I put it in before I lost £50, so we'll see how that goes. I think this battery is a bit dodgy. Right, and on to no particular order again. I'm reducing my caffeine. I found that fasting 4 days, 5 days straight in a row, even 3 days straight in a row, makes the caffeine like 10 times stronger. So I've had to cut back on the caffeine. I've had no choice but to cut back on the caffeine. So I'm drinking 1 caffeine drink in the morning. It tends to be like a Taylor 6 or something that's equivalently stronger. And if you notice in my other videos, I've recently bought organic Sumatra, just what I made, decaf coffee. I was going for the best one with the least toxins in it and stuff like that at a decent affordable price, and I'll have that between 2 and 4 times a day. So that'd be good. Coffee doesn't actually destroy my gut unless I drink really strong, proper Portuguese, Spanish type of coffee when you go on holiday. Drink that all, but then again I used to have cream in that, so it might have been the cream doing it. Also, I'm stopping drinking. See, I'm still drinking Pepsi Max and stuff like that, but I'm going away from the caffeine bit because, like I said, if I drink caffeine at night I can't sleep. I can drink caffeine all the way up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but not a coffee. I have to drink the coffee in the morning. So I'm trying to get away from the Pepsi Max with caffeine, so I'm going for Pepsi Max caffeine free. Recently found out that the 7-Up 3 is also caffeine free, so that's a little bit. So I'm still having sweetener. I've noticed sweetener hasn't been detrimental to me so far. I'm still losing weight, I'm still getting fitter, my heart's good, so I'm waiting for my blood test to come back and that'll tell me if there's anything wrong or anything on Thursday, but I'm expecting it to be good news. So yeah, reducing the caffeine, and I think having at least 1 coffee just gives me a lot of energy in the morning throughout the afternoon really good. It's amazing how strong it gets once you go fasting. My God, it's sunny, but it's windy and it's making my mouth all cold. I tried finding a drink before in the shop. I don't want water, or not plain water anyway. And there was no caffeine-free pop, so I was like, well, I'll just go walking without it, burn a little bit more calories. By the way, this is the Scott that I said Alan's doing way. I've only been down it and up it on a bike. First time I'm walking it, so hopefully it's a good walk. I might do this like round circle walk a lot more. I'm not sure yet. What else is there? Done my caffeine. Like I said, that ties in with my drinks. Like I say, I'm drinking 1 coffee a day, apart from the decaf, which is 2 to 4. Drinking a bit of 7-Up at weekends, 7-Up 3. Pepsi Max, caffeine free and that. I'll be drinking tea soon. I don't like drinking tea when it's cold. I like drinking tea in the summer when it's warm. Also, that decaf coffee tastes like it's going to be absolutely gorgeous, even more gorgeous, as a cold brew rather than a hot brew, because it just has that type of taste with it that would be absolute perfect for a cold brew. But when it gets warm, I'll be making cold brew decaf coffee as well. That's about it there. Walking, started off walking up to 5. Well, originally I wanted to save money on taxis because the taxis went up, so I was walking to the shops, get a taxi back there, bit of shopping, walking to the train station, walking back from the train station unless it's absolutely peeing down. So I started off like that before my snake tire, and then I thought to myself, well, you know what, I can walk all this way, I may as well start doing 5,000 steps minimum, and then went to 10,000 steps minimum, and then in the last week or so I've been getting 12 to 14,000 steps in, and it's like nearly 7 miles a day and that. And apart from weekends, I do 7 miles on a Saturday, but Friday, Sunday, not so much. It's been really good, so I'm hoping I can start my 10 mile a day now, and that's not just in one walk, that's throughout the day and stuff like that. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve. I'm going to try and achieve it today. But I've got a big coat on here, and it's really sunny. So if I get home and I feel like I can go out on my bike, I'm going to go out on my bike instead of doing a walk. It'll be a lot better. Depends on the time. But yeah, want to be going up to 10 miles a day for at least 5 or 6 days a week. That'll up my fitness, that'll make my heart even healthier, that'll give just a lot of good stuff to me and things like that. So that's good news. Right. And what else is there? That's caffeine, it's walking. So bands. Have a look at the view. There's a little farm there. Some horses up there, or cows. Actually, the cows. Yeah, I'm only a little part into this walk. So yeah, my bands. Basically, you're going to be doing like an hour, 2 hours in the gym. And there's no point in me doing that at the moment, because every time I do that, I injure myself. I get too good at it, I get too cocky at it, and then I start going crazy, and I start hurting myself. So what I'm going to do is, I'm doing my bands now, the 23 kilogram, so the same as my curl weight. I can still feel it's getting easier now, and I've been doing 1 to 2 sets every day or two. I'm going to do them today because I'm not actually feeling it. I did some last night or yesterday. I'm not actually feeling it at this moment in time, so I'm going to do some after. And once I'm able to hit a 60-minute workout, that's when I know I'll be pretty fit. So at the moment I can do 14 minutes, which is about 2 sets. I can make it into 3, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get into 3. Once I'm able to do 3, I'm going to do it into 4, Once I've done 4, I'm going to do it into 5. And once I've got to a point where I can do it for an hour without getting out of breath or getting sweaty or anything like that, I'm going to start joining the gym. And that's when I'm going to start maxing out the machines. I know how I hurt my back last time. I was on like a bendy thing with my back, but I was getting too bendy, if you know what I mean. You're not supposed to go all the way back. So there's that. So yeah, well, I think the £250 mark, I'm probably going to be a healthier version of myself that I am now. Join the gym and then start off with my 60 max weightlifting thing, and just hit the machines and watch the other people do the actual normal weights. And then once I start creeping down the weights to around about 230 or 220 pounds, I'll start hitting the proper weightlifting, because by then I would have maxed everything out in a couple of weeks anyway, maybe a month, because it does get a lot easier and easier. And then yeah, so it's all looking good at the moment. The carb cravings are not very strong. I do get them from time to time, but it just feels like a tobacco craving what I used to get, except unlike tobacco, because I gave up tobacco with vaping, so I never went through the nicotine withdrawals. However, I'm going through the carb withdrawals because I'm giving up carbs. But you know, when you do try and give up smoking, sometimes you can tell that certain nicotine withdrawal, and it's just like the carb one, and eventually it gets lower and lower and lower until eventually you stop getting carb cravings and you get hunger cravings. But saying that, if you do push yourself too quickly, doing weights, doing walking, stuff like that, when I tried to do my bands straight away, 3 sets and that, I was hungry the next day and I wanted something to eat. So you got to work yourself into it. You got to get used to having that little bit of carb craving, getting over it, get used to the carb craving, get over it until you no longer got that carb craving, and then you can increase the weights then and increase your walking time, because that's when it becomes a better thing to do. So you're not always carb crazy all the time. You still get a bit of hunger pangs, but I've noticed the hunger pang wave used to last for about an hour or something. Now it's lasting for about 5 minutes, sometimes 10. So that's even better. So yeah, the last time I did the snake diet, I never went through any of these motions. I just lost 30 pounds, saw a load of crazy adverts on TV during COVID and went and put 70 pounds on like a crazy person. So this time round, I'm able to watch the adverts and go, well, it doesn't bother me. I know what chocolate really tastes like nowadays. So yeah, it's all a lot easier now. What else? Done my walking, fasting, drinking, bands, goals, which are weights. I mean, let's just go on my weight goal. My next weight goal is 270 pounds. Like I said, last time I was there, I put 70 pounds on instead of losing 70 pounds. So that'll be good for me, because I know this time round I'm going to do it. I'm smashing it this time round. There's no stopping me now. This is like, there's no make. I mean, the difference is between now and last time, I was like, oh, I better go and fast just today. Oh, I better keep fasting tomorrow. Oh, I better fast for the next 4 days and stuff. I was always getting myself to be egged on to go into the fast, to do this, to do that. Now, at this moment in time, I don't have to do that between Monday and Thursday. Even though I started on Sunday, I don't have to do it between Monday and Monday. It's a late Friday. I can fast no problem. Apart from last time I had that little celebration with dinner. But apart from that, I can actually blast it. I'm at the point now where I'm at the weekends and I'm finding it hard not to eat at least 2 days. But, you know, eventually it's going to become 1 day. But by the time I get to 1 day and I lose all my weight and then I start doing my muscle building, I'm going to have to start eating twice a week anyway. Maybe 3 times a week. So, yeah. By the time I've trained myself, I'll have to untrain myself again. which is a bit mad. Yeah, there we go. I'm 3 miles apparently to Stockport Centre. So that's about 3 miles to my house. I thought it was a lot shorter than that, but I don't care. So the extra mileage is good for me. So it must be about, I don't know how many miles it is in a circle. I'll find out when I get home and I look at my walker monitor, stuff like that. Oh, but got like a little hill going on. It's not steep, but basically it's all uphill now, like a little splint like that. So yeah, so that's about it, I think. If you do have any questions that I haven't covered, then ask away. But you know, the thing is, a lot of people say, how do you do it? You just do it. You just do it. Just get into it, just do it. There's no magic button. But I know a lot of people say go into it straight away with like a 72-hour fast and that. You know, if you've been eating junk food all your life and that, I say go into it slowly, like I do. Work into it. Even if you have a cheat and you've gone backwards, don't worry about it. You don't have to go eat crazy on that. Even if you do eat crazy on that day, say, right, I've eaten crazy on this day. That's my carb addiction. I've recognised that carb addiction, and then I'm going to go on now and see how far I get until the next time you have a crazy binge. And then you'll say, right, I've had this crazy binge, you know, I've gone like 12 hours, say, and then eventually you start realising, wait a minute, don't need to go on this binge, let's keep going, or let's binge on some keto food, or binge on a fast, you know. So that's the best advice I can give you. Go into it slow, don't shock your body or anything. Start off on keto, eat keto food with your snacks, stop your snacks, eat 3 meals a day, then to 2 meals a day, then 1 meal a day, then start fasting. 1 meal every 2 days, 1 meal every 3 days, 1 meal every 4 days, 2 meals every 5 days, you know, or every 7 days. So yeah, so that's me. I'm Tronia one, doing a walkie-talkie and a fast. I've been walking for 17 minutes. That's well mad, that. What ages to go. But before I go, I'll show you this horse. Everybody likes a horse. Hey. There you go. Some horses. White horse with a jacket on. That is absolutely boiling in that. There's a lovely horse behind it, but you can't see. And yeah, and that's me. Yeah. Walkie-talkie on my fast walk. You know what I'm saying. I'm a little bit tired at the moment, going up this hill, but we're coming up to a downhill in a minute. So yeah, cheers. Have a good one. See you Wednesday.